subscribe. It helps other people reach the channel, and it supports me as well, which I highly appreciate if you guys could do that. So yeah, thank you for that, and here it is. And I'll also leave a timestamp for the protein, the carbs, the fats, and I may list the fruit and vegetables separate. They are carb sources also, but I want to list them separate. And yeah, so here's the video and enjoy. Alright, so the first thing that I found fiber wise and protein wise, so it's actually high in protein and fiber, and dirt cheap, like so cheap, was beans, any type of beans. So I've got red kidney beans here, and as you can see, I don't know if that's going to focus or not. I'll read it out to you though. 53 calories per serving, so 100 grams, and then you got 5 carbs, 5.8 fiber, and 4.4 protein. Like, that's insane how much you get. I don't know how much I believe this nutrition information though, because in Australia it's a bit different. They subtract all this stuff, so I would up it a little bit. I would say it's about probably 70 calories in 100 grams. So that's insane amount of volume, and calorie wise is very low calories, but it's high in protein and fiber, which you really need if you're bodybuilding. Fiber is really important just for overall health. And then I've also got Heinz beans. So like, these are just baked beans. You can put them with anything. I get the salt reduced one. Reason being is they're loaded with sodium. Sodium isn't bad, but you want to watch it for high blood pressure and stuff. So this one for 138 grams serving. I'll do per 100. Per 100, 355 kilojoules, 13 carb, 4.6 sugar, 4.2 fiber, 4.9 protein. So again, like beans, I got these for $1 each. So I'm just telling you now, if you really want to gain size, beans are the way to go. And also lentils, legumes, all type of them. Like, again, similar macros to beans, but lentils is your go-to. So beans, lentils is one. For breakfast, for example, I have oats. So you can get the cheap, just get the store brand. Don't get this one like I did. They sold out of the store brand. So I've got this one. This one's a bit more expensive, but you get the store brand, I believe 1 kilo for like $1, like Australian dollars. So that's ridiculous, like $1.50 in America. And I get like a kilo worth. I've actually got a whole box, which I'll probably show you soon in the garage. I keep like about 10 of them, just keep them stocked up. So oats, and if you find them bland, you can get like sugar-free syrup and cinnamon. Flavors it up pretty easily. With the lentils, I know they can get like a little bit bland and stuff. You can get curry powder, a whole bunch of seasonings. I don't personally eat lentils, my family does, but I got them on it as a student like budget. Next thing is pasta. Pasta is not bad for you. Don't believe anyone that says that. You can get the whole grain stuff. It's better for you that way because it's not processed as much. But pasta is a quick carb source. Like, if you're in the gym and you want something that's not going to hurt your digestive system, pasta is brilliant. And I would get the white one, honestly. If you're having it as pre-workout, white. Post-workout, whole grain will probably be better, to be honest. With the pasta, I usually get rice. And I've actually got, I'm going to quickly show you. So I got like the whole thing of the, this is how many kilos? 10 kilos of rice for like, I forgot how much, it was like really cheap, like $10 I got it for. So again, rice is your way to go. And you can get these microwavable ones, 2 minutes. If you're in a hurry, I always keep like 2 of these, but I usually stock up on the ones that you have to cook fresh. They're a lot cheaper. So that's one, I think that's one carb source, 2 carb sources there. And with the pasta, just get regular pasta sauce, like $2 for this one. And the macros aren't bad. Like per serving, it's like what, 60 calories? You're probably gonna use about 2 servings, like 100 calories, but it flavors, like you need some flavor with pasta. And Alfredo is very high fat, so if you're a hard gainer, that's what I'd recommend. Next one would have to be protein powder, honestly. Like, protein powder is dirt cheap. You may think it's expensive, $90 for this whole thing, or I actually got it for 60 on sale. For how many kilos? Let's see, 5 pounds. It's 5 pounds. It's about 2.27 kilos, I think. It works out to be very cheap per scoop, so you gotta think of it that way. You gotta think of it long term wise. Protein powder is again very cheap, and you can put it in oats. It's very versatile. I've uploaded protein pancakes, like a bunch of protein recipes, and I've used protein powder for that. So get on protein powder for sure. Next thing would have to be, I think as a student, is you want to flavor up your meals, right? And you may get bored of the same boring foods. What I reckon is getting pizza sauce, honestly. What I do is I get pizza sauce, reduced fat cheese, and bread. I get this lavish bread, which I'll show you right now. So I get this one, Turkish lavish bread. It's very thin, but if you're craving junk food like pizza and you get bored of the same diet, you don't want to go off your diet as well. That's the thing. You want to make a diet that's enjoyable. So for this one, I got it for $2, I believe. 106 calories per serving. So it's low calories, and you make pizza out of that with mushrooms. So that's what I use. Next thing, this is like a bonus one I want to quickly add, is coffee. Coffee is a great pre-workout. Caffeine blunts your appetite, so if you're cutting or bulking, doesn't really matter. Caffeine gets a lot of hate for no reason, and the thing is, caffeine can get you that extra one rep, that extra little bit of strength as well. And after a long day, you need caffeine. Like, I gotta be honest, sometimes I do cycle it though. Like, I'll have caffeine withdrawals for a week and go back on caffeine. So coffee, dirt cheap, again, get on that. And also for breakfast, if you want cereal but you want a healthier option, get high fiber brand cereal. Like, honestly, it's not even bad tasting. Just put like cinnamon and like syrup on there. I use sugar-free ones, I'll show you. So I usually put this with like some skim milk or something, and milk isn't bad. Like, it's bad for your skin, but calorie wise, it's not the worst. So you can put high fiber brand with milk. Again, cheap. I got this for about $2 for 500 grams, and I got just the store brand version. So high fiber brand easily. And what I'll use is some sugar-free maple syrup, and this one I got for $2.50 on sale, and I stocked up on it. You always gotta stock up if it's on sale. I use this for everything, for oats, for high fiber cereal, anything sweet. I use this usually. It's very cheap and sugar free. It's like 16 calories compared to sugary ones. So yeah, and next carb source I would say is bread. Bread is not bad for you. Like, yes, the white one, the processed one is bad. Get the whole grain. That's what I usually get. I get the protein version, but for a student budget, I go get the wholemeal, whole grain one. Wholemeal isn't the best thing, but whole grain is better. But like $1.50 for an entire loaf, and I can make French toast. I can use it for like chicken breast, the whole bunch. So yeah, bread definitely is, for a student, it's a lifesaver. That's all I'm going to say. I don't recommend it nutritionally wise, but as a student, for bulking up, I need calories. Bread is easily like one of the best carb sources for me. Alright, so I want to move on to the protein sources, and I think this is like the most important one. This may be the first clip actually of the video, because I think protein, everyone knows how important it is, especially on the bulk, especially on the cut, sorry. If you want to preserve muscle, you need high protein, but if you're bulking, you can be a bit more lenient. But I recommend 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you weigh 200 pounds, 200 protein is what I recommend. Just easy. You can go a little bit less. You don't need that much protein, but just for being safe, you know. So the cheapest, I guess, is eggs. So I get these eggs, and cage eggs honestly aren't as bad as people think they are. Like, they are bad, but as in free range isn't that much better than cage eggs. So for ethical reasons, I understand. If you should actually completely cut out eggs for ethical reasons. Honestly, there's no point of you just going for free range over cage just for that. But that's a whole nother discussion. But eggs, so cheap. I get this 12 pack for, I believe, $2.70 from Aldi. Aldi is amazing for cutting or bulking, honestly, as a student. So eggs for sure. I use it for everything. French toast, omelets, the whole bunch. If you're bulking, add the yolk. If not, if you're cutting, you can add the yolk, but limit how much you do because there's a lot of calories in that. Next protein source, pretty obvious, is chicken breast. So what I do is I go to the butcher. I get about a kilo for about $7 because I get it from the butcher, so it's a bit better quality than like the grocery store. I wouldn't trust the grocery store for chicken breast. And what I do is I package it into smaller. I put them in like little plastic bags. I just put them in the freezer, so it lasts me forever. And yeah, $7 a kilo, and it lasts me. A kilo can last me a while, honestly. I don't eat that much chicken breast. I mainly stick to eggs. Next protein source. This one's a little bit fun. Like if you want a little bit of fun food, is yogurt. Believe it or not, get the zero sugar added, the no sugar added one, and no fat. Like this one, for this whole thing is 1 kilo, right? And there's 5 servings in this whole thing. 70 calories in per serving. 7.4 protein, 8 carb. 2.5 fiber. It's pretty decent, and 0 fat. Like it's unbelievable. Like that's what I usually get. There is also cottage cheese you can get. I got both of these each for about $4, but they last me a while. So $4 for the cottage cheese. 87 calories, 11.9 protein, 1.7 fat, 5.7 carbs. Like $4 for that is ridiculous. This one's like the best bang for your buck, but it's pretty ugly. I don't know if you guys can handle it. Canned tuna. Get the water one if you can handle it. I get the ones with oil. I don't really care about the fat. I can't eat bland tuna. It's disgusting to me. So yeah, I get the ones with oil in there. Adds flavor for me and it's perfect for me. As like perfect quick snack for me for protein. Next thing is milk, and I usually get like a vegan milk only because of skin, but milk isn't bad for you. Like as in calorie wise, it's decent. Like 8.5 fat for the whole fat. I usually recommend get the light one if you're gonna, or skim if you're gonna get milk. But there is 8.5 protein in this, and it's like what, $1.50 for 2 liters. It's really cheap. But go for skim or the light one is what I recommend. And what else should I add? You can also get like lean beef mince. I don't have any on me, but they're not the cheapest. But if you want to need a little bit of flavor here and there, I'll get lean beef mince. 95.5 is the one that I recommend usually. Alright guys, so for fat sources, I usually stick to very basic stuff. Reason being is I have allergies for nuts, for example. Nuts are very cheap, but so if you want fats but on a budget, nuts and peanut butter I highly recommend. I won't recommend Nutella and stuff, they got sugar. But go for peanut butter, the natural stuff, and just get nuts. Yeah, those are great fat sources. But for myself, for fats, I usually stick to avocado. I'm not allergic to it, so avocado is my main fat source. I get this for about $2. Olive oil is my other fat source. I also get the 90% dark chocolate. That's very good for you also, and it's cheap. I get it for about like $2, and I'll show you something else as well. And my other fat sources are cheese. I know cheese isn't the best for your skin, but I need fats and I can't eat avocado for every fat meal, you know? So cheese is alright. Butter, I usually go for margarine, but I go for this one naturally contains omega-6 and vitamin E. So Flora, it's called, the brand I use. I also use fish oils. Fish oils got fat in there. I take 2 to 4 capsules a day, just for some omega-3s is what I usually take it for. And there's also hummus you can get. It's like an Arabic kind of thing. I don't like that though. I'm Arabic kind of myself, but I don't like hummus at all. Don't like Arabic food in general. I know I'm gonna get hate for it, but yeah. And olives, I like olives a lot. Just eating plain black olives got a lot of fat, and they're all cheap. All these stuff are like, what? Like, I got this for about $3. This halloumi cheese, avocado $2, dark chocolate $2. The fish oil I got for about $7 for 100 capsules, or 400 capsules for $7. That's really cheap. But yeah, that's my fat sources mainly. And I want to move on to the fruit and veggies real quick, because I think this video is taking forever. But for my fruit and, I guess my main sources of veggies are, I get like salad bags, like this massive one, like $3 for this whole thing, and it is a value pack. I don't know how many grams, but I get the ones with spinach in there because a lot of fiber in that. I get blueberries, cheap, the frozen ones. Get the frozen blueberries, about $3. I get that. I get frozen spinach, and I go through spinach a lot. I get a kilo for about $4, the frozen one. I use that in a lot of my cooking, so that's my main greens as well. I also get green beans and broccoli frozen because they're very cheap. And tomatoes are cheap as well, but I can't eat too much of that due to IBS. And this can also be a carb source, is potatoes. I get about 2 kilos for about $3, so very, very cheap, and it's very filling. Pro tip for carbs, when you're cutting, stick to potatoes. They're actually very filling. And my other, I guess, carb source or vegetable source would be carrots. They're actually a pretty decent snack, so that's for sure. For my fruit, I usually just stick to the basics, like the blueberries, for example. But I also get like apples. I get a kilo for about $2.90. I got a kilo of pears for about $2.50, I think. So yeah, that's pretty much what I eat, I think. Trying to think if there's anything else that I stick to. I've got like seasonings and stuff, and I'll just add this real quick. I get like psyllium husk. Very cheap, like $4 I believe for this whole thing, and it's just for fiber reasons I take it. But yeah, that's pretty much what I eat in a full day, I think. And this one's expensive, so I don't want to add it into this video, but stevia it's an investment because I don't want to eat sugar. Sugar is really bad for you, like inflammation wise and all that type of stuff. So you can, yeah, that's the video on a budget. If you can, leave it a like, subscribe. I eat all of this stuff. This will last me a long time, and I stock up on a lot of stuff. Like the oats I stock up on. Potatoes I can't stock up on because they'll go bad. But the essentials like pasta sauce, oats and all that stuff, I'll stock up on. But yeah, leave it a like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.